Basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
Also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game, and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Hardaway with it. A screen by Antetokounmpo. Outside Hardaway. To the paint. Cuts off the pass. Brown inside. Pass to O'Neal. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
New York leading by 10. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. He got a piece of it.
Nice timing on that rejection from Shaq, demonstrating why you got to take him seriously as a defensive player when he's lurking near the bucket inside. Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. And he's good on the second. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Rose with the bucket.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside, Brown. And there's a pick. Pass to McGrady. And a miss there on the triple. New York leading by 11. George outside. Fires the 3. The rebound by Duncan. Oh, George with a steal. Durant inside. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Pass to Duncan. Launches a 3, and the three-pointer goes. Duncan's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
All too easy for Duncan there. Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants to.
He drops it from range.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's McGrady. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Brown, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Rose outside. Takes a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
You got to take Rose seriously from there now. I mean, he's capable of doing some major damage from distance.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
They set the pick. Down low. And it's New York with a rebound. Rose, left side. On the wing, Durant. Brown with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Tatum. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It goes on Kevin Durant. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant, not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Jordan. Soft touch off the glass. Jordan's got his second basket of the game.
Once Jordan gets inside with the rock, it's practically all over. He's that consistent at close range.
Out to the right wing. Here's McGrady. And the three off target. New York leading by 14. Screen by Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Durant always ready to throw it down. You can't let him get close to the rack.
Oh, Jordan with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. The Timberwolves making a switch here. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
To the inside. Here's O'Neal, and it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
He's as dominant as any big that's ever played the game. Shaq is a problem in all capital letters and exclamation points.
Pass to Tatum, out to the wing. The 3 from Banchero, and the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Banchero's got 5 points.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
And that one good. And the Knicks lead by 13.
Can't allow Hardaway to get these kinds of looks. He's very consistent inside.
O'Neal. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Pass to Artest. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Banchero. Timberwolves trail by 13. This one for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Hardaway into the lane. It's rebounded by Minnesota. 52 seconds left in the half. To the paint. Mobley. And stolen by Hardaway. Pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And Hardaway, Kenny Hardaway, boy, what a terrific passer he is. Great floor awareness and does an excellent job finding the open man.
Tatum with it. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
Their poor ball handling is really costing them. They've given up 4 points off turnovers.
And when you're behind like they are, you can't afford those kinds of mistakes and empty trips.
George outside. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Give him 8 points now.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Banchero the screen. Here's Mobley. And so it's New York, liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Timberwolves trail by 15. Pass to Banchero. Back to Brown. Five to shoot. Here's Duncan. And he dunks it down.
Duncan is not messing around when he's in this deep. All business. Very assertive and effective.
Jordan goes in. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Here's McGrady. No points yet. Pass to Duncan. Outside, Brown.
Jordan is an aggressive defender now. Excels at getting into his man and making things hard.
To the middle. Here's George. And George with the jam.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. No good with a layup. Timberwolves trail by 14. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Pass to Duncan. From downtown, he buries it from 3. Duncan's got 10 points in the game.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis working inside.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Inside. Here's Duncan. The kick to Tatum. No good on the 3. New York leading by 13.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Rose, left side. Left side, Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. New York again can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's O'Neal. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, once Shaq gets up ahead of steam, the defense is really without options. I mean, just get out of his way because a slam is incoming.
Pass to Durant. KD jams it straight down.
And after putting it down, he danged wiggles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's McGrady. And that one is hammered home.
The ball handling of T-Mac, really impressive. Watching him play, this guy is a thing of beauty. Puts a lot of time into his ball handling, you can tell.
Down low. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
Clock at 6. Back to Jones. The kick to Durant. Easy money for KD inside.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks. On the wing, Tatum. Pass to McGrady. From outside the arc. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. And we'll see if that's the answer.
Now Holmgren. Outside Hardaway. Back to Holmgren. Outside Durant. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Shoots over Tatum. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to O'Neal. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. O'Neal's got 12 points.
Big game for the big guy so far. Shaq really asserting himself on the offensive end.
Holmgren with it. Back to Hardaway. The kick to Durant. Durant puts some moves on. And Durant with the big finish.
Well, that dribble gives KD the momentum he needs. And you can see his teammates already loading up with smiles as he explodes to the cup.
Anunoby on the wing. To the paint. And stolen by Holmgren. Outside Hardaway. 44 seconds left to play in the third. Durant kicks it out to Hardaway. Back to Durant. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. New York leading by 15. The finish! And Durant with the big finish.
You know, they get it to Durant because they trust him. They've got great confidence in him finishing in the open court.
That's how you draw it up. The defense just couldn't react in time.
Pass to Holmgren. Gets it off. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for New York.
63. The Timberwolves. 48.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Rose has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Brown with the steal. Here's Daniels. There's the three. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Knicks leading by 15. Here's Jordan. Can't get it to go. His second miss in 6 tries. Now Brown. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Down low. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Look, in deference to his age, he's not going to throw it down like he used to, but PG can still rocks that rim.
And the jam by Brown.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
Jordan with the bucket.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Timberwolves substitution. Number 3.
And Carroll outside. On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Duncan. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround for him.
And the bucket is good.
You didn't think Rose would back down from some contact now, did you guys? Playing with a high level of intensity.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Daniels. The three. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Jordan. Missed inside.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Ben Carroll left side. Here's Duncan. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Here's Rose. Oh, a rib-rattling two-handed jam.
A flash of that athleticism yet again. It's clear Rose enjoys getting up and punching it down.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Screen by O'Neal. To the middle. Back to Brown. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by George.
Not his best night and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Rose with the bucket. Rose has got 6 here in the quarter.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And here's Brown. Pass to Duncan. Fires from deep. Hits a three-pointer.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Now Rose. Inside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 16. Pass to O'Neal. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
O'Neal is a big man with a big personality, and that time a little showmanship on the slam.
From deep, Jordan. Rebound, Minnesota.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
And that one's good.
Nice find that time from Carmelo. We know he's a scorer, but that time did a good job finding the open teammate.
To the inside. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Now the Timberwolves with it. Down by 12. Pass to O'Neal. And it's stolen by Rose. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Brown. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Pretty good display of strength by Jordan there. Absorbed the contact and still able to nail the shot.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for New York.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Artest. That one no good. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. Inside. George with a steal. From deep, Jordan. That shot is off. Miss number 6 of the day out of 12 attempts. Here's O'Neal. Finished off the break. O'Neal's got 6 here in the quarter.
This is where Shaq does his best work. So dangerous in tight because he's dominant close to the basket.
George, a deep 3. And again, the Knicks missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Knicks.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kevin Durant.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He told us guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Up top, Durant. Down low. And he elevates for the jam. Jason Tatum on the receiving end.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
There's Cunningham with a 3.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Durant's shot is off.
and just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swag.